Hello, everyone. Katie Riley here, your instructional technologist. I wanted to welcome and introduce you all to Mr. David Whaley. He is our new instructional technologist. So there will be two of us again, and we are really looking forward to getting to work with all of the campuses this year. And we're just going to do a little informal interview so that way you all can get to know him a little bit better. So for our first question, can you tell us where you're from?
Oh, well, hi, I'm David Whaley. So, where am I from? That's a difficult question because I've lived in a lot of different places. I was a military brat. I lived in and went to six different elementaries and four different high schools. So, my roots are between the two places I've lived the longest, where my mom, my sister, and my nephew still live, Anchorage, Alaska. Where my family, as far as my aunts, uncles, grandmother, where they live, which would be San Antonio, Texas. But currently, I live in Fort Stockton. I've been there for a while with my wife of 23 years and our two labs. Yeah, that's kind of my background as far as where I'm from.
Awesome. All right. Now, can you tell us a little bit about what you've done in the past, your background, where you've gone to school?
Sure. So my background is kind of all over the place. I was a counselor. I got my degree in educational and psychological counseling. I worked at youth correction facilities for a while. Started getting more into technology, and I went into the oil field and was a directional drilling and a computer engineer. So I was the guy that kind of told you where the oil was through the use of computer programming. Um, I then went to a small town called Imperial, Texas, which is around the way once I got out of the oil field. And I got to coach my son and daughter. I coached in Imperial for about 3 years, 2015, 2018 or so. I was the technology director there, the district counselor. I did a lot of CTE and dual credit classes. I taught a couple of college classes as well. So I stayed pretty busy over there. Um, I since then have decided to get plugged back into the matrix at school and started my doctorate at Clemson University. And that's towards actually informational design and technological structuring of college curriculums. So I want to utilize everything that I'm learning here to help improve a lot of the curriculums in the high school, elementary, and even at the collegiate level. So that kind of a little oversight of where my background, or a small insight as to my background in education.
Awesome. That is a lot of great and valuable experience. Now, can you tell us what your favorite foods are?
Oh, the real question. Okay, so now this interview is getting tough. Okay, so I love, and I guess I'm torn between two types of food. I'm really torn between Italian food. I love Italian food. I make Italian food. I've learned to cook it homemade from a coach a long time ago. And I love my wife's cooking. My wife cooks a lot of Mexican food. I played a couple of years of basketball in near a small town, or a small town of Ojinaga, Mexico. And so I got used to a lot of Mexican food, real traditionally created or cooked food. So my two favorite dishes would probably be, I can't decide. It's a toss up between lasagna and green chicken enchiladas. But then I like cheesecake, sopapilla cheesecake. I can't say no to. Just next question. Next question.
All of those sound really good. Now, can you tell us, do you have any pets?
So I have my two pets now. Empty nester. My kids have kind of all grown up. I have a 26-year-old. I have a 22-year-old that's in Connecticut, a 26-year-old that's in San Antonio in nursing school. And I have a 20-year-old that's going to school in Boston area. So my kids now are our two pets, two Labradors. I have a silver lab named Dean, and I have a red lab named Trinity. The silver lab was supposed to be a medium-sized dog. He ended up being, at 18 months, he's right now about 120 pounds and stands about 5'3". So he's a really, really big, huge lab. But those are the pets I have. Dean is smart. He knows all his commands in Spanish and English too, as well. So he's kind of a cool dog.
Awesome. Can you tell us some interesting fun facts about yourself?
So I gave a hint of one. A lot of people don't know that I speak Spanish pretty good because I played a couple of years of pro basketball in Mexico. So Ojinaga, Delicias, Casa Grande. I went to a lot of different places playing. So that's a pretty big fun fact. Another fun fact is having family that's so far away. Me having roots in Anchorage, Alaska, roots in San Antonio, Connecticut. Yeah, so that's kind of cool too. Florida, Oklahoma. So that's pretty neat. Those are probably some of the biggest interesting fun fact. Um, yeah, being married 23 years, a lot of people don't think that I've been married that long, but me and my wife, we kind of met, and maybe that's a pretty interesting fact. I never thought about that. We only knew each other for about 3 or 4 weeks. I would never let my kids do that.
Well, when you know, you know.
Yes.
Now, what are your plans here for Pecos?
So my plans here from Pecos. So I'm working on my doctorate at Clemson, and in that class, those classes, they're all towards a collaboration of using technology to enhance and build an educational system, build the curriculum. And I feel right now, just in my visits of seeing different teachers, uh, the ability that teachers are able to create and be impactful to the students in the midst of what we're going through with COVID and everything right now is incredible. And I just want to enhance that. I just want to have the ability to be a support system in the curriculum, utilizing all the things that I've learned, all the things I will continue to learn, and all the things that can be enhanced through technology. I want to be a support system for that. I want to help kind of bridge that gap and the utilization of creating more innovative learning process or more innovative classroom. And those are the things we're learning at Clemson. Those are the things I've kind of learned in being in small town school districts where there might not be a strong population of teachers available, but there's a strong population of enhancement through technology. And I want to be able to help bridge that gap. I want to be a support system as well as creating a collaboration between the classroom, the curriculum, and technology.
Awesome. Well, I don't know about you all, but I am super happy to have him, and I'm very excited to be working with Mr. Whaley. You'll definitely see us out and about on campuses more often now, and now you'll have a face to put the name to. And when you see him, pick his brain, give him a nice warm Pecos welcome, and y'all have a great weekend. Thank you.